This is it then, the big one. It's been 6 years since the Enduro World Series was last in the Tweed Valley, and what a race we have come back with. 2 titles on the line, barely anything to choose between the contenders for those titles. A full festival's worth of activation happening all over the Tweed Valley this weekend, with lots of skills coaching. Danny McCaskill's Drop and Roll Tour is in town as well, but of course the big one is the title fight. If you fancy coming along to spectate, head over to tweedvalley.enduroworldseries.com for more ways to find out how you can. We are in the stunning grounds of Traquair House, where they know a thing or two about conflict around here, but they mightn't have seen one quite like this. And here is the course then that those titles will be decided upon. The first stage of the race is Saturday afternoon's pro stage, Pale Armadillo, named after a legendary local beer from the Tempest Brew Co. Day 2 starts with pre-drinks at 1.4 kilometers in length before an absolute Tweed Valley classic, New York, New York. The third stage of the second day is Big Ball, before the Queen stage, the toughest of the weekend, with some potentially all-important championship points up for grabs. Big deal. The final stage of the race is a pre-run of Pale Armadillo, at the end of which we will get to crown some champions. As I alluded to there, points very definitely mean prizes this weekend. There are 2 different ways that riders can grab them, with the pro stage and the Queen stage both posting points for their winner. I decided to take on the toughest stage of the weekend, the Queen stage, for myself, for better or for worse. Look at that for a view, the copper coloured hills of the Tweed Valley stretching out behind us. As you can see, like, fairly muddy. This is the last stage of the day we're going to be checking out. It is big deal, the Queen stage, named after a local legend. 1.8 kilometres in length, just under 350 metres up descent. And you come in off the top here, really greasy conditions. And it's as if someone's turned the lights off on you. Oh, look at this, freshly ground stuff, tight in the trees, trying to carry speed. There's some sniper routes, left, right and centre. Just dab the brake there for confidence and just killed all the speed. That's the kind of level of detail you've got to operate at on these trails. So we have had some rain in the build up to this one. As you can probably see, anything that's out in the open, real muddy. Wow. And these flatter bits in the Tweed Valley, really crucial to just keep the bike moving. Oh, where are we going here? Straight down here, some rocks coming in now. Narrow trees. Whoo! Front end just washing there slightly. Just taking a little break there, trying to get some air in. Inside this, see if it works. It does. Just taking these low lines, trying to get a little break from my arms into this brand new section at the bottom. Big deal. Oh, this is tight, I missed that. That kind of worked. Over this bridge, big step up jump there. That'll be fast. That is one of the best EWS courses I've ridden. That is going to be an unbelievable course to race. So with all this talk of championships in the air, let's look at how things are stacked up currently. In the pro women's race, Melanie Poujan leads the way. She is currently 435 points clear of Morgan Shar, the victor of the last round in Finale Ligure, with some real momentum behind her. With a total of 570 points up for grabs for the win, pro and Queen stage victories, it is doable for Shar, but you get the feeling that something would have to not go according to plan for Pujan for that to be the case. Isabelle Courderie has some defending to do if she wants to hold on to third, but crucially, she is now outside of a points calculation, which would result in her retaining her title. So at the end of racing this weekend, we will have a new champion. In the pro men's title race, well, if you don't know what's been going on here, then where have you been? Jack Moir versus Richie has been a battle for the ages. They've been inseparable all year. Moir leads the way by just 70 points, so you get the feeling that this one is a straight fight. Whoever finishes highest takes the title. We caught up with the title contenders earlier in the week.
Sunday is gonna be quite a big day, and with the weather, it will be like really important to like stay warm. Been like super close with the girls like all year. So Melanie Pujan is in the lead. She's got a pretty big gap. Yeah, I just want to have a good race, good result, and then yeah, we'll see what happens.
It's a good place for the last one. We will have to make a top 10 for stay at the first position. I think it's possible. It's the last run of the season. Just enjoy the day and enjoy the ride and the place.
Yeah, I'm about 70 points behind old Jack Moir, and pretty much a win versus second place at this point. It's going to be a hot weekend of trying to go fast and staying ahead of them. I've always kind of liked this place. It's all the tight corners and kind of weaving through the trees. I feel like it kind of suits me a bit. Yeah, it's been a tough season and looking to finish off well.
2 rounds ago, not good, dislocated my shoulder. Managed to ride though, get some points, and then last round, blew my wheel up midway, fixed it with a rock, ended up getting the win, which I was super stoked about and very surprised. I think it should be pretty good for me. I've spent a lot of time riding wet routes and stuff in Morzine this year, so we haven't got to put those skills to the test yet this year, so that should be good. I'm leading, Richie's same as all year, right next to each other. I think I pretty much got to beat him, or he's pretty much got to beat me.
Vittoria are of course our title sponsors this weekend, and they are on site helping all racers, amateur and professional alike, with their tyre choices. We decided to dive into the dirt of the stages themselves to find out a bit more about the tricky conditions represented here in Scotland. If they go for a so-called cut spike design, that will clear well and in turn mean that every square edge is able to dig back into the mud, clean and ready to provide maximum grip. The issue with cut spike tyres is although they're great at digging into dirt and slop, roots and rocks are not made from dirt and slop. Given the length of the course and the sheer amount of rock and root in these stages, a wider, regular tyre running a slightly lower pressure is the second option open to the racers. A drier spec tyre and maybe a 2.6 inch width with the pressures dropped to the mid-20s to low 20s may actually represent a better option, as it produces the opportunity for more rubber to deform evenly over the roots. Combine that with some meaty tyre inserts and the racers may well be onto a winner. So don't forget, if you want to come along and spectate for yourself, head over to tweedvalley.enduroworldseries.com for all the information about what is going on here throughout the week, as well as where you can grab your best seats in the house for this title decider. You can follow all the action and all the build up to one of the biggest mountain bike races ever in the UK right here on GMBN, as well as on the Enduro World Series social media channels. We cannot wait to tell you who is going to be crowned Enduro World Series champion 2021.